It is an all too familiar scene for anyone living in Los Angeles. You turn on your television, and there it is. A live, high-stakes drama is unfolding on the city's sprawling network of streets and freeways. A lone vehicle on the run. A growing swarm of black and white police cruisers. It weaves through traffic with reckless abandon. From the sky, news helicopters broadcast every heart-stopping moment to millions of viewers. People are captivated, glued to their screens, watching a real-life event that feels more like a Hollywood blockbuster. This is not a movie. It is a raw and unpredictable reality of life in the City of Angels. A spectacle of defiance against the law. Why do we watch? It is the ultimate reality television. There is no script, no director, no certain outcome. Every turn, every near miss, every decision made by both the suspect and the police is happening in real time. We watch because we are witnessing a struggle between order and chaos. The suspense is unbearable. Will the driver surrender peacefully? Will the chase end in a catastrophic crash? It is a public display of human desperation and law enforcement's resolve. The drama is not just on the road. It is in our living rooms, as we collectively hold our breath. Every police chase begins with a single moment of decision, no matter how long or dramatic. It often starts with a routine infraction, a simple traffic violation. A driver runs a red light. A driver makes an illegal turn. A driver is caught speeding. An officer initiates a traffic stop, flipping on their flashing lights and siren. In most cases, the driver pulls over, but sometimes they do not. The driver makes a fateful choice to flee. The officer must choose whether to pursue. This is the spark that ignites the chase. The initial violation may be minor. Fleeing escalates it into a serious felony. Once pursuit is authorized, protocol kicks in. The initiating officer alerts dispatch over the radio. They provide the vehicle's description. They provide the vehicle's location. They provide the direction of travel. They provide the reason for the original stop. This single call triggers a chain of events. A supervisor is notified and must approve pursuit. They weigh public danger against the need to apprehend. Dispatch coordinates the response. The chase often begins its life on the dense grid of city streets. Here, the speeds may not reach the triple-digit numbers seen on the freeway, but the danger is arguably even greater. The environment is a complex and unpredictable obstacle course. Suspects will blow through stop signs and red lights, turning intersections into deadly gambles. They drive on the wrong side of the road, swerve around, stop school buses, cut through parking lots and residential lawns. The risk to pedestrians, cyclists, other motorists is immense. A person stepping off a curb or a child chasing a ball into the street can become an unwitting victim in a heartbeat. Police officers in pursuit face an incredible challenge in this urban environment. Their primary objective is to maintain visual contact without unnecessarily escalating the danger. They must follow the suspect's path while simultaneously navigating the same hazards, but with a duty of care for public safety. Officers are trained to drive to the conditions, meaning they must constantly assess the level of traffic, the time of day. To end a chase, police employ a range of specialized tactics and technology designed to stop a fleeing vehicle with as little force as necessary. One of the most common and effective tools is the spike strip. This is a portable device that officers can deploy across the road in the path of the suspect's vehicle. When the car drives over it, hollow spikes puncture the tires, causing them to deflate slowly and controllably. This prevents a sudden blowout that could cause the driver to lose control, instead forcing them to slow down to a stop. The success of a spike strip deployment requires precise timing and coordination, often guided by the helicopter crew tracking the vehicle's speed and path. When a spike strip is not feasible or fails, officers may resort to a more direct intervention known as the pursuit intervention technique, or PT maneuver. This is a tactical maneuver where the pursuing police cruiser pulls alongside the suspect's rear quarter panel and gently nudges it, causing the fleeing vehicle to spin out and come to a stop. While it can be highly effective, it is also a high-risk tactic. It is generally only used at lower speeds, typically under 45 miles per hour and on wider roads where the risk of the suspect's car hitting other vehicles or obstacles is minimized. A successful PIT maneuver requires extensive training and a supervisor's explicit approval before it can be attempted. The role of technology, particularly the police helicopter, cannot be overstated. The airship serves as the command and control center for the entire operation. From their vantage point, thousands of feet above the chase, the flight crew has a clear and unobstructed view of the entire scene. They can see traffic conditions far ahead of the suspect, anticipate their likely turns, and guide ground units to intercept locations for spike strip deployments. The helicopter's thermal imaging camera can track a suspect even if they ditch their car and try to flee on foot in the dark. Every chase eventually comes to an end, but the outcome is never guaranteed. In the best-case scenario, the driver gives up, pulls over, and surrenders without a fight. Or, a tactic like a spike strip works perfectly, the vehicle safely slows to a halt, and the suspect is taken into custody. As a short example, consider a chase that began over a stolen vehicle in the San Fernando Valley. The suspect led police on a 45-minute pursuit, moving from surface streets to the 405 freeway. A helicopter tracked the vehicle, guiding CHP officers who successfully deployed a spike strip. The car's tires deflated, it coasted to a stop on the shoulder, and the driver was arrested without injury. This is the ending everyone hopes for. Unfortunately, many chases do not end so cleanly. The risks are enormous and extend to everyone involved. The suspect, driving with no regard for safety, poses the most immediate threat. But innocent bystanders and other motorists are also in grave danger, their lives hanging in the balance with every red light run and every swerve into oncoming traffic. Police officers themselves face incredible risks, not only from the potential for a violent crash, but also from the confrontation that often occurs when the chase finally ends. The phenomenon of the televised police chase is uniquely and quintessentially Los Angeles. The city's vast geography, its endless ribbons of highway, the sheer number of news outlets with helicopters. Unlike in many other cities, LA chases can stretch for hours and cover dozens of miles. This extended duration gives news crews time to locate the pursuit, establish a perimeter from the air, and beam the footage live into homes across the nation. It transforms a local law enforcement action into a national media event, a serialized story with a new protagonist every time. This public fascination, however, comes with its own set of complex questions. We watch, but what are we endorsing? The broadcast of these events provides transparency into police procedures, showing the public the difficult choices officers must make in a split second. Yet, it also risks glorifying criminal behavior, turning fleeing felons into temporary anti-heroes. The line between reporting the news and creating a spectacle is incredibly thin. As viewers, we become part of the event, silent witnesses to a dangerous game where the stakes are life and death. It is played out for our entertainment on the 6 o'clock news. The decision to continue a pursuit is one of the heaviest a police supervisor can make, constantly weighing the need to apprehend a criminal against the profound risk of collateral damage. In the aftermath, the consequences are tallied. A chase that ends in a crash can leave a trail of destruction, injuries, and even fatalities. The financial cost is immense, but the human cost is immeasurable. Following such an event, law enforcement agencies conduct thorough reviews of the pursuit to determine if policies were followed and if the chase was justified.